Hey there team, I am super excited to introduce to you Climb, which is the first phase of the new structure of JST Compete programming. Climb 1 inch at a time. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the whole phase, and then in separate videos, I'm going to give you a deep dive into the what and the why behind all the other elements of this phase, okay? The what and the why behind the weightlifting, the gymnastics, the conditioning, etc. This mountain here is not just there because this phase is called Climb, but it's going to be a key theme of the phase. We're going to be working on broadening the base of the mountain and heightening the peak. What do we mean by that? Broadening the base? Well, we're going to be working on our aerobic conditioning and building that aerobic base, but we're also going to be building the base of our weightlifting, so more sound technique. We're going to be building the base of our strength, okay, by working hypertrophy and volume, building bigger muscles. The base of our gymnastics by working time in positions. But as well as that, we're going to be heightening the peak of the mountain by looking at sprint work in our metcons and improving our ability to go fast and move at a fast cycle speed and rep speed. A lot of the time, we just work in the middle of this mountain in CrossFit, okay? We're working at moderate rep speed and moderate time domains. So for this phase, we're going to be working at building that big base and heightening that peak, because we know it's then going to improve the middle of the mountain. Here's some key information then about this phase. Phase length is going to be 18 weeks long, okay? That's going to be structured in 3 6-week blocks, 5 weeks on, and then 1 week of deload. Block 1 is going to run from the 31st of March to the 11th of May. Headlines then for this phase, Lella's smiling and talking us through them. In the weightlifting, in our strength, we're going to be looking at strength, endurance, and volume and hypertrophy, okay? Building the size of our muscles, which we'll deep dive into in the weightlifting section. Then in our Olympic lifting, we're going to be looking at improving our weightlifting technique. In our gymnastics, there's going to be a big focus on strict gymnastic strength. In our conditioning, like we said, broadening the aerobic base. In our workouts, heightening that sport-specific peak in very short time domain sprints. And then in our accessory work, we're going to be looking at improving our unilateral robustness of our upper body and our lower body. So single arm work, single leg work to iron out asymmetries and prevent any injuries happening. So that's it. That's our overview for this phase. Make sure you scroll down, click on the subsequent videos for a deep dive into the what and the why behind all the elements of this programming so you can be bought in and know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it.